What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to share a little bit of gameplay with you guys using America Chavez, one of the new characters that we got as a part of the 3.6 update. And to be honest with you, you don't need to be in a rush to build her. She's not gonna be a meta defining character, and honestly she's the weak link of the update. She's still a good character. She's very fun to play. She has lots of survivability, and she becomes even better at tier 2, but right now in the state of the game you don't need her. I built her because I think her kit is very fun, and to be honest, when compared to the other combat characters that we have in the game, she's very good. She has 3 iframes in her kit. On the 5 right here is a very long iframe and a stun at the end of the skill. This one right here has an iframe at the end of the skill, and the 1 skill also has an iframe. It's an intermittent iframe, kind of looks like it's a like 80-20 iframe. So yeah, you can take hits when you're in there. And on top of that, she has damage immunity on the 3rd right here, which also, if the enemy is in an iframe, she can still hit them. So definitely a really cool skill. Overall, a very good looking kit. My only problem with the character thus far is that her DPS is not spectacular. It's not out of the water. Kind of feels like I'm playing with someone like Moon Knight, where the DPS is not low but it's not high either. So when I took her into world boss mode, it did take me a little while to clear the world boss. And Shadowland, same deal. So I'll show you guys some gameplay with her, and you guys can make your decision in terms of whether or not you want to work on her. This is not going to be a full-on review just yet. It's going to be a first impression, and yeah, it's only been a couple days, so I don't want to give you guys a half-ass review, right? Tier 2 passive looks very good though, especially since she has iframes and damage block. To be getting 50% reduced to physical damage, that is huge. And on top of that, super armor and all defense, definitely gonna be a big bump to her survivability, especially since if you get caught outside of the iframes with the damage immunity, she can't take hits. So this is definitely gonna play a big role in keeping her alive if you're sloppy and you're a scrub like me. I've actually seen people saying she has the potential to counter Quicksilver, but I feel like that is a really big reach for anyone to be saying, simply because Quicksilver is such a dominant character. For anyone to be saying that, any one of these characters outside of Blue Marvel, even Nova, like I body Nova in timeline with freaking Spider-Man, and Spider-Man, even if Quicksilver doesn't have web immunity, Spider-Man will struggle if Quicksilver gets going. So it's a big reach for anyone to be saying that she's going to be the counter for Quicksilver, but we'll wait and see. The physical defense decrease might play a big role here, especially since she has super armor, so she might not be getting guard broken as much, and the iframes and the ignore targeting on this skill right here, it could make it so that she's a very deadly PvP character, but we'll have to wait and see. I could see a place for her in something like Battle World, Combat Battle World, simply because of all the physical defense that she's gonna have because of this. We'll just have to wait and see. Iframes are really good for Battle World. Not too many combat characters have iframes, so she definitely could become a staple in your Combat Battle World team. However, as for ABX and World Boss Ultimate and that kind of stuff, I don't see too much out of her for that. I see her mainly being a Shadowland and a World Boss character. That's pretty much it. We'll just have to wait and see though. I believe she could still break 100k in ABX simply because of all the iframes. But yeah, and where am I going, boys? I forgot to show y'all the details, man. I be tripping, guys. I be tripping. Netmarble has my head like spinning, guys, spinning. These guys making me all kind of crazy. They need to freaking hurry up so I can get some of these characters. As you guys can see right here for the details, man, your boy has her looking pretty decent for like day 2, but this is what it looks like. 110 for the attack speed, 51% for the critical rate, 169 for crit damage, 41% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. As you guys can see right here, the gears are at 19, so I'm a couple days, maybe a week or so away from getting her ready to be tier 2'd, and the skills obviously are all at 6. As for a rotation, I'm still playing around with it, but I like to open with the 5 skill because I think the 5 skill looks really cool. Absolutely love it. After that, I'll jump into the 3 skill for the damage immunity, use the 4, then maybe the 1, and then right back into the 5. But it's a working rotation, and I'm still sloppy with her because her iframes, they have a little gap in between them, so I do end up taking damage here and there. Your boy was actually really lucky with the ISO set, guys. As you guys can see, I rolled overdrive. RNG's a real troll, man, because she doesn't need overdrive. She probably could have lived with Power F Angry Hulk, since she doesn't get any attack speed in her kit natively. So I was really annoyed when I got overdrive here, especially since I've been rolling for overdrive for Apocalypse for God knows how long, and I've been rolling for it for Blue Marvel as well. So really annoyed by this. She doesn't have an obelisk, so you guys can see that her stats are pretty good. And we're gonna take her into Shadowland on one of the earlier floors, and you can see what her DPS is like. Her DPS, like I said, is not the greatest. It's about Moon Knight level, which is why I kind of ding the character a little bit. Anyways, let's jump into Shadowland and have a little bit of fun nonetheless. So we're gonna attack this speed floor right here, and you guys can see for yourself and make your judgment on the character, man. All right, boys, let's get down to business. And there's a little bit of a wind up at the beginning of the 5, so you can get hit, so be very careful there. And if you are up against someone who can guard break you, the 5 skill can be guard broken. So that's why the super armor actually becomes very useful as a part of her tier 2 passive. The skills just look so freaking cool. Yeah, but for how well I have her built right now, she should have cleared this already. Which is why I say her DPS is not the greatest. So definitely want to get something like a attack proc on her for sure. There you guys have it, man. Miss America. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. We're going to take her into World Boss next and see how well she does there. But she was able to clear this fairly easy. It did take a little bit longer based on how I have her built. I would have liked this to be done in like 30 seconds, especially since she has a decent leadership, which I didn't show in this one. But like I said, just the first impression, giving you guys my initial thoughts on the character. Let me know what your thoughts are if you have her built up, if she's your favorite character from the update and you invested a lot of resources in her. Let me know what she's been able to do for you. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love, and I'm gone.